Hey guys, this is Carl from Tech Lingo with a full review of the Lenovo Phab 2 Pro. It comes in two different color options, champagne gold and gunmetal grey. We've mentioned about it and you've probably heard about it. This is the world's first Tango-enabled smartphone. So perhaps we should dive right in to all the juicy details of what Tango is all about before we get into the smartphone itself. Tango is a platform developed and authored by Google to allow our smart devices to detect their position relative to the objects around them without the use of GPS or any other external signals. It uses a combination of sensors such as the camera, motion tracking sensor, and a depth sensor. In simple terms, this allows your device to sense the world around us just like how you and I do. What better way to describe this but to show you what the phone can actually do. Opening up the Tango app, you'll find all available apps that features Tango so that you can easily get started. Keep in mind that this demonstration we're about to show you only offers a glimpse of the potential such a platform can offer. Sure, the current apps can only perform basic functions, but these showcase the working fundamentals. Here are two of the apps we found most intriguing. With Measure, the Phab 2 Pro can detect the difference in depth and automatically locks onto the edges. It is then able to estimate the distance of an object, which is useful in different scenarios such as measuring the size of your curtains or a hard-to-reach shelf. For the fun of it, they also have a virtual pet which you can play with. The AR camera features a dock that can roll around and jump from different heights, as the Phab 2 Pro can constantly detect the difference in depth. As of now, it only works with flat surfaces, but it'll definitely be cool to see it interact with real-life objects in the future as Tango gets better. Without a doubt, Tango is still in its early stages and you cannot expect it to fully detect the environment around us with 100% accuracy. Sensor data may drift over time as we move around the environment, but it's interesting to see the endless possibilities of augmented reality. We'll definitely be interested to watch this platform grow. After all, this is still a smartphone that we're reviewing, so let's have a rundown of what this Phab 2 Pro can offer as a phone. Powered by a Snapdragon 652 processor optimized for Tango, it packs 4GB of RAM with 64GB of internal storage. What better way to immerse yourself but with a huge 6.4 inches Quad HD IPS display, which is supported by a 4050 mAh battery. It also features a dual SIM tray, or you can actually use a single SIM with support for an external memory card. The Phab 2 Pro has a pretty decent look to it. At the back, it embraces the huge array of sensors, and the aluminium unibody is also curved with the edges slightly chamfered, presumably to give a better grip for such a huge phone. However, a single-handed use may still not be possible or safe even. The camera performance on this device is just average. The main camera has a 16-megapixel sensor, while the front has an 8-megapixel fixed focus camera which may not produce the best selfies. One thing to note is that videoing on this phone is going to be a nightmare, as you are unable to fix or select your focus on anything as the camera runs completely automatic. Hopefully, Lenovo would be issuing a software update in the future which could introduce this much needed feature. Below the camera, you will also find the Fingerprint Scanner, which is just as fast as registering your prints. Just rest your finger at the back of the device and you're unlocked. The lock button located on the right edge is designed with a textured feel so they can easily find it. Volume rockers are also just above it. Navigating on this phone is done through the touch capacitive buttons located at the bottom. However, we find this could be a downside as it may sometimes hinder your experience in AR when it accidentally registers a press. The bottom firing speakers, which has Dolby Atmos enhancement, is without a doubt loud enough, while the listening experience is just decent. You can also spot two speaker grills at the bottom of the device, but only the right one is producing sounds. The headphone jack can be found on the top left of the device. We actually expect new devices from now on to make the switch over to USB Type-C, but unfortunately, that is not the case for the Phab 2 Pro. It still sports a micro USB connector with USB 2.0 support. So, should you get the Lenovo Phab 2 Pro? Most importantly, it is the first smartphone to include Tango, making it the biggest reason to get it and try it out firsthand for yourself. Or you could actually be in search for a device with a large screen, and this would probably satisfy your needs. If you have any questions or suggestions for our future videos, do drop us a comment down below. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't, and with that, this is Carl signing off.